Good morning, everybody. So today I want to do a clean makeup review, show you guys like how it performs on dry skin, because I have really dry skin and it's being super sensitive right now. I still want to try out the clean makeup. These two products from Undone Beauty, this eyeshadow palette from Well People, so pretty. A couple fun things that I want to try along with previous purchases that I made, but enough rambling. Let's just go ahead and get started with this review. So the only makeup products that aren't going to be like clean in this video is the primer that I want to use and also the concealer. I tried a concealer from Well People and it just didn't work with my dry sensitive skin. It was way too thick. So I'm kind of still on the hunt for that. My skin is clean, my hands are clean. Just make sure that you start applying your makeup with clean hands. Whoopsies. Okay. I'm kind of in like an awkward setting. I'm just sitting in a chair like right in the middle of my beauty room. I don't have a table in front of me, so my makeup is in a box and I'm using my mirror for my Tarte palette. So hopefully this turns out okay. So after primer, I'm going to use my Undone Beauty wait a minute. Okay, I thought this was an eyebrow product because for one, it looks like eyebrow markings. And then I looked on the back and there's this giant bold eyebrow. And as I'm looking at it, it's a liquid liner for my eyes. So, and I got it in dark chocolate because I honestly thought it was for my brows. I'll go and fill in my eyebrows off camera since I don't have a clean beauty product with me. So eyebrows are on. Now we're going to use our concealer. I'm going to use my Flower Beauty concealer. I feel like this is the best freaking shade ever for my skin tone right now. This concealer is a little more thick, so I'm just gonna try to be a little bit more careful with this makeup look. Right now, less is more just because of my skin reaction. I just wanna be a little bit more careful. Alrighty, looking good. I'm gonna blend this with my concealer brush. This is actually like a tapered detail blending brush. I really like it for concealer because I can get really precise and detailed with where I want to put my concealer. Concealer should be about 1 to 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. That way it conceals and it brightens the areas that you want to conceal, which is technically parts of the center of your face, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to apply my blush and bronzer on first before I do my foundation. Everything tends to blend together a little bit better when I do that. It's a water-based bronzer by Undone Beauty. I have their water-based blush and I love it. It is so cool. So I'm going to put this bronzer on first around the outer parts of my face. That does not look like my shade. It looks orange. Okay, let's just try this. let's just keep going. I'm not gonna do as much because I'm just like curious. Wow. So now I'm gonna just put on my water blush. This is in the shade Merlot and I love it. This is hands down my favorite blush. I'm just gonna mix it in with my bronzer a little bit because the whole idea of this is to just blend everything together. I'm gonna go in with the Undone foundation Glowtint. So this is good for dry skin. So is the water blush and bronzer. Those are formulated for dry skin girls like me. That's on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna go in with a foundation brush and start working. Cannot speak this morning. All right, time to work this into my cheeks. It totally blended away. But so whatever's left on my foundation brush, I'm gonna blend down my neck. So this is what the foundation, all of the products look like on my face. I love Undone Beauty. I feel like they really cater to dry skin. Their water blush, their water bronzer, it's formulated for dry skin. I'm gonna reapply the bronzer. I think having a water bronzer is the most brilliant thing ever. I mean, if anything, this is just gonna give some color to my cheeks and then that's it. There won't be any type of like structure. So we're gonna move on, but I definitely recommend these water blushes and bronzers if you're starting out with makeup or you wanna kind of move into other products rather than powders, or if you have dry sensitive skin like me right now, then those work so good. I mean, you just blend it in and it just turns out so pretty. I'm obsessed with that. We're gonna move on from my face a little bit and we're gonna go into my eyes. I got this eyeshadow palette from Well People. It is finally a neutral palette. So beautiful. These colors are a little bit more red toned, which I was hoping they wouldn't be, but they are, which is fine. And then I brought my Undone Beauty little quad with me in case I want to add some glam to my eyes. We're just gonna keep it simple. That way you guys can see all of the colors and all of the shades and how they perform on my eyes. So first, let's dip into this pale shade. We're just gonna put this all over my lid. I'm gonna use the mirror that's in the palette. So I'm gonna just take a crease brush and put it into this middle shade here. And I'm gonna put it into my crease, but I'm gonna focus it on my outer third of my crease, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna bring it in all the way. See, it doesn't give off too much color, so I'm just gonna blend and then I'm gonna dip it in again. I'm gonna use my same crease brush, but I'm gonna mix it in with this shade at the very end, and I'm gonna carefully build up my crease a little bit. So I got out a smaller angled brush, and I'm gonna dip it in these two shades again. Whoa, you can't even see it. Dip it into these two shades again and build up the like the lash line of my eye. Kind of deepen things up a little bit, if that makes sense. These shades are not very dark, as you can see, so it takes a lot of building and just a lot of, yeah, back and forth, repeat motions until you get the right depth of color. I'm actually gonna go into a more precise brush than that, just this little precise brush, and I'm gonna go in with these two. Very end, mix them together, and I'm also gonna just do the same thing along my lash line, just deepening it up. And then I'm gonna go up right at the edge of my crease. We're gonna go back into our crease and really build up that color again. So I'm just gonna be working with these two shades, and I'm just gonna use a crease blender brush and just really work that into my crease to get the build and the color that I want. It's in the shade 120 Dark Chocolate. Really cute. Oh, goodness, look at that angle. All right. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's try it. Can you see this? Hopefully the angle isn't too weird. It's a little hard to get like detailed because like look at how like thick it is. Like, okay, you really can't see it, but like the point is not very thin. Okay. A little messy, I'm not gonna lie. I think it just made my lashes look a little bit more fuller, and I like liner. I think it can really amp up an eyeshadow look. This is in dark chocolate, so it didn't do like too much of a drastic change, but I think it is really pretty. I'm gonna go in with my Well People powder and just set all of the liquids that is on my face. That way, if I hug someone or if I change, like I'm gonna change for work soon, none of that makeup will kind of like smear onto my clothes. So I'm just gonna take a really big fluffy brush by EcoTools. I love EcoTools brushes, highly recommend them. I'm just gonna put it all over my face. And I'm not gonna lie, the blush and the bronzer really didn't show up. I'm not impressed with the bronzer at all. So I think I'm just gonna go back and buy the previous bronzer that I had, because I'm pretty sure that was the darkest shade. As much as it didn't show up on me, I would rather have it show up a little bit than just look like an orange streak on my face. So that's kind of what I'm going at from there. Last but not least, we're gonna go in with lips. Lemongrass Spa Products Sheer Mineral Lipstick. I believe this is made with clean makeup products. This is in the shade Flirt, so I'm just gonna apply this to my lips. I'm gonna pat it in. This is like a super glossy clear gloss, and this has a little bit more of a glitter to it. I like this because it's minty and it's advertised as plumping, so I'm going to apply this first. I'm just gonna do like a little bit, and then I'll put like the other lip gloss on top, because why not? Ooh, glittery. Glittery, adds a little shine. Not much to it. I just think this is like a really fun everyday lip gloss. Let's just try this out. Let's go in with this Undone Beauty lip gloss. I tried it yesterday because I just really wanted to try it. It's super just like lip glossy and thick and shiny. This is the Big Poppa Gloss in Peony Pearls. I love this gloss. Second I tried it on yesterday, I'm like, ooh, love this gloss. So this is definitely like a huge, shiny, bam, wet looking gloss to your lips. The other one is like more of a subtle, everyday pop of shine. Yeah, this is the final look. I love the way my eyes turn out. I like the results of my face simply because even with applying the bronzer a second time, even with the foundation and the powder, my face doesn't feel dry and my face doesn't look dry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. I hope you learned a few things. I hope it kind of cleared up your mind about whether you should buy any products from Undone Beauty or Well People. Yeah, this lip gloss, I think it's plumping because the tip of my tongue is getting numb. So let's just go ahead and wrap this up. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That way I know that you guys like to see these makeup tutorials, you like to see clean beauty, and I can do more of these. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!